Hello students, today we will study the last topic of this chapter, that is destruction of ozone layer. Okay, in our previous video we studied about the function of ozone layer in atmosphere, and today we will see how ozone layer it uh, get destructed. Okay, chemicals which are responsible for destruction of ozone layer, if we'll see, these chemicals are formed by industrial and natural processes. They can be formed by industrial and natural processes. A large number of industrial activities are also responsible for the production of certain gases which are harmful for ozone layer, jet, automobile exhaust, nitrogen fertilizers also, and the chemicals which are used in refrigerants and as cleansing solvent. They all are responsible for the destruction of ozone layer, ozone destruction, or it is also called ozone depletion. Now chemicals which are responsible for the destruction, they are chlorofluorocarbons. See, CFCs, chlorofluorocarbon, CFC, that is CFCl3. These are responsible for the destruction of ozone layer. It is responsible for around 80% of ozone depletion. 80% of ozone depletion it is done by these CFCs only, and contain chlorine, fluorine and carbon atom. This CFC it is used in aerosol sprays, coolants in refrigerators and ACs. So see, we are using refrigerators and ACs, and from these CFCs are discharged. Dry cleaning fluids, they are also used in there. Cleansing agent for cleaning electronic components. So see, CFCs they have a wide use in these industries also. Yes, other chemicals which include this methyl chloride, bromofluorocarbons, methyl bromide, methane also it causes ozone depletion, carbon tetrachloride and nitrous oxide N2O. So these all are responsible for the depletion of ozone layer. Now cause of ozone destruction or depletion, how it happens, we will see this now. Chemicals which are responsible for ozone depletion are stable on the earth. They are stable on the earth, nothing will happen, nothing is happens here on the earth, but they get broken down when they come in contact with the UV radiations. It means there in the stratosphere where ozone molecules are present, when UV rays come in contact with these ozone molecules, there these CFCs also, or these compounds, they get dissociated. We will see here how it happens. Now see, byproducts of the breakdown. See, in our previous videos we have seen that O3 it is dissociating to give O2 and one atom of oxygen. Then likewise we have studied about the ozone and oxygen cycle. So ozone was changing to oxygen and oxygen was combining with another oxygen atom to form ozone again. So there was a cycle in between ozone and oxygen. But here see what is happening. Byproduct of the breakdown of these chemicals, here if these chemicals will break down, see this is CFC. If these CFCs they will react with UV rays, or they will come in contact with UV rays, then what will happen? See, one chlorine it is detaching itself from the molecule and it will become CFCl2, and this is the chlorine atom. When this chlorine atom will come in contact with ozone molecule O3, when this chlorine will come in contact with this ozone molecule, it will take one oxygen and will form ClO. ClO, this is chlorine monoxide, and will form O2. Now see, this ozone molecule when it is coming in contact with chlorine, it is totally destructing, it is totally changing into some another type of molecules, and that ozone molecule is destructing here, it is destroyed here. It is broken down here by these chlorine atoms. Yes, so see what is written here. Byproduct. By means the side product of the breakdown of those chemicals by UV or solar radiations or other chemical reactions. If they are coming in contact with UV radiation or some other reaction is taking place, they will increase in the level of the free radicals. These byproducts of the free radicals, they will increase, like atomic chlorine will increase, bromine, nitric oxide radical or hydroxyl radicals, they all will increase in the atmosphere, and these free radicals, they will initiate and catalyze a chain reaction. Initiate means they will start, and catalyze means they will speed up a chain reaction capable of breakdown of 100,000 ozone molecules, resulting in ozone depletion. See here, if ozone molecule will start destructing, they will result in the destruction of the ozone layer. So see, this is a CFC molecule. This chlorofluorocarbon molecule, it is coming in contact with UV light. It will lose it one chlorine atom. This chlorine atom will combine with ozone to form chlorine monoxide, and along with the formation of oxygen. So here complete destruction of this ozone molecule is taking place. The O3 is broken down by CFC as shown above. This ozone will break down and ozone layer is destroyed. A free oxygen atom later breaks up ClO. One free oxygen atom will break up this ClO molecule into chlorine atom, and the process repeats. Again the chlorine atom will be there, and then the process will be repeated. Ozone holes are severe depletions of ozone layer seen above Antarctic region. Every spring it is clearly seen over Antarctic region, this ozone hole. Prevention of ozone depletion. How we can prevent this ozone depletion? Obviously, if we'll use less amount of CFCs and the products, such substances which will give these products which are harmful for the ozone layer. Use of products that contain CFCs to be replaced by alternative products. Substitute for CFCs have been initiated by scientists, and use of HCFC, hydrochlorofluorocarbons, is being considered. Labeling products as CFC free is initiated. The products without CFCs, they will be having a tag there where it is written like CFC free. They are having HCFC. International Treaty Montreal Protocol was also initiated to prevent ozone depletion. So all these treaties are there which will reduce the destruction of ozone layer. So this was all about this chapter. In this chapter we studied about acid rain, greenhouse gases, global warming, and ozone layer formation and destruction. Thank you.